How's it going, everyone? It's Louis Crypto here. We're looking at XRP. It's absolutely gone crazy today. So we're going to look at what Twitter's been saying about it as well as looking at the chart. So looking at this chart, guys, it's absolutely going insane. So I've marked out some levels for us. If we go over to the weekly time frame, the most important one is this box over here. So we can see that as we zoom out, I know there's a lot on the chart. Let me just get rid of these lines then. And we can see, and these as well. So we can actually see over here to the left that at 50 cent, there was a key level of support on the weekly time frame. And if we penetrate that and break in, turn it into support, this is great. This essentially means that XRP is entering a bull market. However, every single time that we got up there, we can see price did dumped off. 1 second, guys. I'm going to just quickly do something. And I will just carry on very quickly. So I'm just going to post this on Twitter. So just give me 1 moment. I'm just going to type to everyone, XRP live stream now. There we go. XRP Ripple live stream now. And then we'll get on with it. Cool. And yeah, if you want to share it, you can too. Don't forget to like. Oh, let's go. There we go. Now let's continue with it. Perfect. Yeah, so XRP, what we were talking about on the weekly time frame, for anyone that's just tuning in right now, essentially it was super duper important to turn this into a support. We can see every time that we came into it, it has been resistance. Even the last 2 times over the last few months in April and May, we attempted to break through 50.4 cent and actually managed to do so. But unfortunately, every single time it was just as resistance. We corrected. In my Discord community, I had this marked out and I was essentially telling everyone back then, if you want to get some XRP, this over here is a great long-term investment. We can see this actually acting so in the past. So yeah, that was essentially where we were getting in around 30, well, where did it go to? 35. Anywhere between 35 and 40 cent we were accumulating in and around there. So let's just take it from where it broke out, 40 cent, to about now is about 50% move up. At the highest of today was a 60% move. So the chat, whoever's in XRP in the chat, including myself of course, are enjoying life at the moment. So yeah, don't forget to of course like this video. There's over 17 of you tuning in right now, so it would be really appreciated. This is what YouTube uses to pump these videos and live streams out to more like-minded people like yourselves. So that was the 50.4 level. We need to see it flipped in support, but every time we ran into it, we of course dumped. But we can see that the reaction from that location got less and less and less. So essentially we were holding this support and in this ascending triangle formation, and then of course broke out over here. I think that the most important support for me that was resistance until today is this area over here. It's 54 cent. I posted this in my Discord community, and essentially by breaking through this wick, that's how XRP, if it can now flip this into support and hold it, goes into a bull market essentially, because you're now breaking through this area, not just specifically this line, but also this, which as you can see to the right acted as an exact resistance, although price did penetrate through 50.4 cent over here, and it looked like yes, we had broken out. We have the 200 EMA in the way, we have the 55 EMA on the weekly time frame in the way. Essentially when we fall beneath this, it enters a bear market. So very early on in the bull market back in 2021 summer, we came down all the way to it, had a little scare, and it sent us back into a bull market, but unfortunately failed to break the high. So this is something called a dead cat bounce, where we failed to break past the 786 fib, and so ended up dumping. And then if as we can see over here, we met some of our bear market targets. The final target would have been 26 cent, but as we can see, XRP over here did actually manage to hold that 1474. So maybe not a lot of you are actually aware of this Fibonacci. There are a few further ones over here that are kept for my students, but I know a lot of you aren't going to really tune into this. So I'm more than happy to share that with you guys, that there's other Fibonacci's. And so for us to flip all the way back into a bull market, we can need to break past this level. Okay, so right now we've broken past the 1 Fibonacci. Essentially means that we're going to tap all of these Fibonacci levels over here. So that includes the 786, which we can see very nice rejection off of right now, and then a break of 62 cent over here would send us to 72 to 74 and a half. And if we can break that, flip into support, we're going to 82 and 84 cents. So the entry from the chat over here, we were of course accumulating beforehand, but the most recent buy alert, or one that was successful and was from this longer term buy zone that I shared in the chat, was from slightly below is when we entered it, but we'll just take it from here or here, it doesn't really matter. But from this point we can see up to the highest point, 84 cent. This would be 111% move. This one's up to an 80% move. And yeah, so what we now need to see after this rejection over here, if we were to dump off, we need to see this whole area hold as support. So that can come as deep as 50 cent. Again, we can come as deep as 50 cents, so keep that noted down. Guys, there's over 20 of you here, but not even half of you people have liked this video, so would be really appreciated if you could do so. And yeah, some people in the chat saying they cried when Ripple went up. Well, so XRP, sorry. Someone else saying, finally, oh my gosh, we've been waiting for this for so long. I have been in XRP ever since somewhere down here. I've been in XRP since somewhere down. I don't know why that's not showing over there. But yeah, I'm pretty sure there's a lot missing over here, in fact. A lot of price action missing over here. So yeah, that's just this XRP crypto chart, but it's just an average of everything. But regardless, yeah, we needed to break past this wick over here and now flip it into support if we want to continue higher to these targets and get that further 70 to 100% push. So yeah, right now 50 cent, this psychological level needs to hold, guys, and then that's pretty much confirmation that we are in a bull market. So as I did with this area, we've got another channel over here. So if we can ever come back down to in and around pretty much this area over here, if we can get to between 48 to 55 cent, this would be great long-term buys. Of course, we've got a long way to go. These two, key area of resistance over here being all 4 golden lines as one brick box needs to be reclaimed, because at the moment we're getting pulled towards there. My expectation is this, as long as we hold the 1 fib level, price will go to there. Could instantly go up with this bullish news. We will look at that on Twitter in a moment. But yeah, as long as this is being held 50 cent on the dot, or even as low as that, but let's just say the 50 cent psychological level, as it was this previous support on the weekly time frame that sent us to try and continue this bull market and make new higher highs, but failed to do so. However, we did hold the 55 EMA to try and continue the bull market, and that was the lowest point over there. So bull market continued from that point. So if we ever do reclaim that level, flip it into support, then we know we're going to get that bull market again over here. But essentially this would be a key resistance. So if we get if we run into it, don't be surprised if we do get rejected. We just need to eventually see that flipped into support, and then you've pretty much invalidated any further downside. Okay, so at the moment you're running into there to see, can this one Fibonacci hold, can this area hold? Because if we get rejected from here and it doesn't hold, if we continue up into this area and it doesn't hold, then we're looking for continuation lower essentially. So let me just get rid of these drawings right now. Louis is going to be covering a lot of XRP moves soon. Haha, love you, brother. Yeah, for sure. XRP was actually my number 1 or number 2 coin in the previous bull market. Exactly for what it actually does with the real world use cases that it has. But unfortunately, when the lawsuit was filed, that is where I unfortunately sold all my XRP at that moment. And then I looked to buy when it did start to go up again around 40-50 cent. And then I sold pretty much on this second high over here at about 130, as well as selling January 2022, which was over here somewhere. So yeah, pretty much sold in those 2 locations. Essentially January 2022, it was because the Bitcoin chart lost a higher low. So yeah, I saw the bearish structure, the bullish structure being lost. So that was like a signal for me to get out of all markets. But yeah, so let's head over to Twitter now. My Twitter is Louis_crypto. It's the only one with the blue tick. So make sure if you want to follow me, it's this one essentially. There are scam accounts out there messaging people on Instagram and Twitter, but yeah, this is the main one that I use. So if we now go, yeah, look at some retweets again down over here. XRP to the moon. Ripple sales of XRP do not constitute offer or of investment contracts by Judge Torres. We said this is Brad Garlinghouse, CEO of at Ripple. We said in December 2020 that we were on the right side of the law and will be on the right side of history. thankful to everyone who helped us to get today's decision. One that is all for crypto innovation in the US, more to come. So let's see what he said underneath, but it's just, I bet it's just a thread. Okay, and let's start planning and prop up that proper party. Okay, yeah, so let's just go check out the other things that I liked. So yeah, down here, that's just something that we already just read. Here we go. Breaking: Ripple wins verdict that XRP is not a security. Judge also rules that institutional sales of XRP by Ripple do not constitute offer or of investment contracts. So then we had Mason, I can't even say his name, Mason over here, breaking: huge win for XRP in the court. Ripple sales of XRP do not constitute, yeah, everyone's saying the same thing, everyone's just copying each other. US judge rules Ripple XRP not a security. Conclusion: XRP is not a security, although institutional sales, okay. This guy's saying do not, oh, whatever, man. Breaking, yep, XRP, there we go, Bitcoin crypto. XRP is not a security. I'm not going to say that, but look at that pump, guys. Absolutely insane. Incredible. Obviously more to come. Need to be aware. Whales could start to sell because everyone's getting excited right now. So just keep in the back of mind, if we do dump from this location over here, if we do start to do now, whales taking profit. Why? Because you need to realize that everyone's going to be buying that news. Absolutely everyone. It's just like what I called the other day with Bitcoin, how we had some bullish news with the CPI data and how the inflation was lower than expected, but still there, still an increase in the inflation on a year. However, it was less than expected. So this was actually bullish for cryptos and meant that retail was going to buy this news event. And I was suggesting in my videos yesterday that potentially what could happen is that the whales use this, bullish event for us retail investors and actually dump the market before actually pumping. So essentially trying to scare everyone out of it. And yeah, that's exactly what happened. We saw dumps first and then pumps in the end. So could we see a similar thing where, of course, retail so strong, actually pumping up the market because it's such bullish news? And then, of course, what happens is we get this pump into key level of resistance. You can see this wick over here, wick rejection here as resistance, some support where we had a fake out and reclaimed it, confirmed that support here, exact support, exact resistance. At the 786 Fibonacci at 62.8 cent, then essentially, if we do dump from here and come back down towards 50 cent, again, you can come down a bit low to 46. If it does end to come down to here, it would just be about if it's a wick. But we want to see 50 cent held on the weekly close, okay? And then, yeah, essentially suggesting that we have flipped this resistance into support. And now we're looking to break the 786, flip into support, and then head into these higher price targets. So, yeah, that's what the whales could be doing. As, again, they've been accumulating down here, suppressing price multiple times. And so as it's just pumped out of nowhere because of that news, and retail's obviously invested, could it be a time where they do sell, at least in the short term, to just buy back at key levels of support to then push it much higher, where they could start to sell again? As we can see to the left over here, it was once a resistance, support, and a little bit higher than it, but we could consider it because we're not just going to solely use the fibs. We can obviously drag it up to show that this whole area is an area of support and resistance. So yeah, let's see what XRP's got to come ahead. Let me know in the comment section below what you think is going to personally happen to XRP. And yeah, let's continue with this update. So let's go over to Twitter. Let's see if there's anything else. XRP to the moon. A win for XRP is a win for the entire space. Absolutely. Absolutely, guys. This is what I've been saying since about 2021. That although we have a lawsuit, essentially, when this does go into a bull market, it's probably going to be one of the first out of it. Of course, Bitcoin did lead, but this could actually ignite the bull market, essentially. We've already had Bitcoin forming a weekly bullish cross. If we take a look at any old Bitcoin chart over here, let's just go to this Bitstamp one, turn off all the drawings, and we can see that Bitcoin has entered a weekly bull market. So is it really a surprise that XRP is up? It should be up anyway, shouldn't it? Obviously, it's Bitcoin season, and now potentially, because if we go over to the YouTube watch list of all the cryptos that we have covered in the past on the YouTube, we can see that, yeah, XRP essentially leading and then dragging a lot of alts in the same direction. Look at Phantom here, up 9%. Beat Pro, a crypto that we do cover and was at a key support that I have mentioned in the past over here. If I show you, let's go to the daily. Yeah, so still holding this area, trying to break out. Yeah, it's still got a lot of resistance, but we are seeing other cryptos pumping today. This will still be resistance. Let's see if it can daily candle close above the 20. Otherwise, it will close below, and this will just be a big wick rejection for continuation lower. So really need to watch that. Although everything is pumping at the moment. Looking at Gala Games really quickly, can still come up a little bit. H bar, which we've already mentioned today. Wow, very nice. Earlier today we were about down here and we were calling for this pump in my H bar update, so let me know if you watched that video. We were saying that H bar, I'm expecting it to hit 50 cent, and we can 5 cent, my apologies, and we can see it hit that very nicely. Let me know if you did take that or have watched my H bar update where I did call for that earlier today. Quant not really moving, but it's still got room to come up a little bit. V chain over here, it looks pretty much very similar to XRP. I did say in my Discord community today that we need to break past these two purple resistances, as a V chain was currently at that moment below it, but we can see in today's daily candle we're attempting to break this. This is the resistance. Need to break through that to form this ascending triangle over here, a double bottom, to send us high into this 200 EMA on the daily time frame. So this could be a move anywhere between 8 to 10%. So yeah, heading back over to XRP, look at that, guys. So as you can see, if we're looking at XRP, it looks very similar to what VeChain is doing. If we zoom in a little bit on VeChain, it's just VeChain hasn't had that go at going up, but could you potentially argue that that's what's to come for VeChain and any other coins setting up like that, just like Pepe is at the moment as well? You can see very similar things. Could we just be looking to break out to the upside? Let's look at Viot too. Viot is actually and has actually broken after losing this key range over here. If you actually take away all this data that was showing a break to the downside, we can see that we were actually holding this area of support, and then of course lost it. And then what I really do like is that we lost it and came back, actually used it as resistance. Look at that perfect retest of resistance, but failed to lose the low. So very strong indicators. I actually bought a lot of Viot down here, which I posted in my community, as well as buying Viot over here as well. So look, after breaking back and flipping that resistance back into support, we're eventually looking for breaks to the upside. But yeah, now continuing with XRP, that's done for the altcoins. Actually, yeah, I'm currently in a Bitcoin position, if I quickly show you. And if you want any help, guys, on how to master the charts or whatever, oh look, take profit was almost hit over here. But yeah, if you want to do these similar things, if you want to kickstart or actually 10x your learning curve, then just private message me on my Twitter. Again, it is Louis_crypto. Let's see what Wendio said over here. Justice for the XRP community incoming. Yeah, I want sorry from absolutely everyone cussing up XRP, because there's actually a whole bunch of those people in the Discord community as well saying that XRP is trash. But as you can see today, it was a great day to actually hold some XRP, as well as it also holding up quite nicely when it does dip. I remember in the previous bull market that we experienced with XRP, that on many occasions where everything did dip, XRP was actually holding up very nicely. I did actually manage to get most of my XRP down in this area over here, and I managed to sell on this pump straight after the court case announcement. This is where I started to sell off my XRP and essentially bought back in and around here, because I remember the 17 cent day exactly. I just wasn't too confident in it. It was a very scary time at that moment. I was only about 6 months, or no, I was only about a year into learning, or year and a half into trading, or whatever you want to call it. But I did actually start investing in XRP as low as somewhere around here. I did start investing in XRP anywhere between 17 and 23 cent when I first initially got in. And yeah, I did sell on this high over here, as well as this point over here back in January 2022. So yeah, did profit quite nicely, and of course started to accumulate over here when Bitcoin did manage to get down to 17.5K. That is where I started to accumulate my XRP, and I've been doing so ever since. And